2001 Hong Kong animated film My Life as McDull featured a hugely popular comic book pig called McDull. In this scene he's singing, "Give me more big buns, I have a good appetite." In his simple and optimistic portrayal of the life of Hong Kong's poor, McDull struck a chord with many people. Big buns used to be a popular food among this social group. In the territory's early stage of development, there were many construction and hardware shops around the island district of Central, and their workers tended to eat energy-boosting foods. Naturally, the big bun stuffed with meat gained traction. Central today is best known as Hong Kong's financial district, and only a handful of traditional tea houses remain. The taste of big buns in Lin Huang Tea House can be largely attributed to its leavened dough. Lin Huang Tea House has a tradition of using pre-fermented dough. From each batch of dough made, the chef puts aside a small portion, which will be used to start the next batch along. The starter dough is mixed with cake flour in a 1:8 ratio. Water is then added before stirring evenly. Theoretically, 2.5 kilos of water should be added to 5 kilos of flour, but the chef will adjust the amount of water according to the day's weather. Lower humidity means more water, and on hot days, less flour will be used. This human touch is key to the deliciousness of big buns. When making dough, consistency in pulling, folding and kneading is essential. After the dough has been kneaded, it's sealed in a bowl and left to rise for 10 hours at 28 to 35 degrees Celsius. The next day, the leavened dough is mixed with sugar, low-gluten flour, baking powder and lye water. Gluten is the protein contained in wheat. More gluten gives a tougher and chewier texture. This is Lin Huang Tea House's standard dough. The production of big buns is now a step closer. The fillings of a 150-gram big bun stuffed with chicken are quite varied. Chicken meat of over 26 grams, mushrooms, chicken liver, pork, pig offal, roast pork or sausage, and a quail egg. Wrapping is relatively straightforward. The main thing is to put the fillings in without breaking the wrapper. The last challenge is now to satisfy the diners.